gentlemen, there are 63 elements. I think it's time we make a table. The pinnacle of the scientific age. 98 elements discovered, probably only 2 to go. 115! Hey science nerds and nerdettes, this is D-News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Trace. Humanity have confirmed the existence of a new element. Not the one from Iron Man 2, that's fictional, guys. This element is number 115, and for now it's got the fancy name Unum Pentium. Well, yeah, I know that is a crap name, but it's Greek for 115. I will explain in a second. An element is something that can't be broken down any further by chemical means, so oxygen, carbon, or the like. The first elements were discovered by ancient man, though they didn't know that gold, silver, and copper were elements at the time. The thing is, those elements don't commonly mix with others in the wild, so they're much easier to spot. Let's not even talk about how to separate individual atoms out of the air and test their properties. The periodic table of elements is humanity's characterization of every element that we know exists. While commonly you see it like this, it actually looks like this. But chemists thought that the latter would be way too wide, so they stuck the F block, as it's known, down below the rest. As the Industrial Revolution gathered steam, inventors and chemists began to organize humanity's scientific knowledge to date. Starting in the 1820s, elements were organized by everything from physical properties to similarities to octaves, and like musical notes, the best table at the time was created in the 1860s when Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev realized it was best to sort them periodically, or by atomic weight. As we discovered more elements, like when Marie Curie discovered radium, they were added to fill in the gaps in our knowledge. The names of the elements is where scientists get all excited and start slapping each other up and down the Nobel lab. The International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry governs the name of the elements, and though we know there are elements 104 and above, some of those names are in dispute. The thing is, these elements exist for such a brief time and only in laboratory conditions, so when papers are published by Americans, Germans, Russians, and French, each claiming discovery with some overlap, the naming gets a bit hazy. For example, the Americans wanted to name element 106 Seborgium, after a chemist who helped discover more than 10 elements during and after World War II, including plutonium. But the IUPAC named it Rutherfordium, after a New Zealand chemist instead. After years of debate, a compromise was reached where 106 would be named Seborgium and 104 was renamed Rutherfordium. As far as this brand spanking new 115, both the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research in Russia and the US Department of Energy's Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory claimed the discovery and had to decide what names to submit to the IUPAC. This is gonna be a rager, you guys! How do you think element names should be decided? Let us know your thoughts, and be sure you follow D-News on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. When they name it, we'll tell you all about it. See you next time.